Hello. Welcome back to another VGC video. I'm back with Florges. Florges did so good on a previous video of mine that I figured I would try to bring it back and see if I can start some battles in this return to Regulation G. It's going to be a little more difficult because we got some restricted Pokemon and some powerhouses like Iron Bundle and Fluttermane. But Florges is going to be the star of the video. Symbiosis hopefully is going to be useful. We do have a return to Paradox Pokemon, so we do get access to like Cork Drive and Photosynthesis, which means Booster Energy gets to be procced as soon as the Pokemon enters the field, which means that we can get Symbiosis to just happen before anything actually happens in the battle. Which means I can get a Timid Max Speed Fluttermane to proc, get a speed boost, and then get past some choice specs so I can just outspeed a whole bunch of stuff and deal some massive damage. We already know how OP Fluttermane already is, especially with Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. Or if you want to just delete something, there's also Moonblast. Shadow Ball and Thunderbolt for some extra coverage. Florges itself happens to have Misty Terrain. Hopefully this can help with some of the electric terrain that gets to be everywhere, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with Miraidon, I already know. I also have Pollen Puff because it can be used if I don't happen to proc Symbiosis and I get stuck with choice specs. I can still use Pollen Puff either to chip, or I can just heal up my Pokemon. I have Helping Hand because it doesn't really matter if you get locked into that, because it just gets to power up your Pokemon, and if you have Helping Hand, choice specs, Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam from Fluttermane, I'm pretty sure that a lot of stuff is going to just get deleted. And there's Moonblast on Florges as well. If I happen to have to go to the last-ditch resort of Terra Fairy's choice specs Florges using Moonblast, it actually deals some pretty significant damage. So there's that option if I have to use it. I also happen to have an Iron Bundle on this team. Now, Iron Bundle is mostly a Pokemon that I was using a lot when I was playing singles, and it's pretty OP in that regard. It's also why it happens to be Terra Ghost to help prevent anything like Chinpao sacred sorting my Pokemon and deleting it from existence. It's very useful. But Terra Ghost is actually still kind of useful because Chinpao and Dragonite, I think, are going to be making a return. So hopefully I can prevent some extreme speeds from echoing Iron Bundle so I can get some Icy Wind off, because that's my only speed control for this team. I do have Freeze Dry, which is some pretty decent coverage-ish. I get ice coverage, and then I can also deal with some water types if I need to. And then Hydro Pump, because it's the only real water type attack that Iron Bundle actually gets. And then I have Protect and Focus Sash. So Focus Sash can be procced, which means that Symbiosis can pass over choice specs over to Iron Bundle, and I can actually deal some extra damage. And if Cork Drive is activated, because Miraidon happens to have set up electric terrain, which isn't good because I'm kind of weak to Miraidon, but okay. Iron Bundle actually just outspeeds everything in the game, so I can actually just use a super fast Pokemon with choice specs and still deal a whole bunch of damage with the great coverage, because Water and Ice pretty much covers everything. To help a little bit with utility, I happen to have a Water Absorb Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. I expect to come into contact with a lot of Kyogre. I'm a little bit scared here, and just in case there are a bunch of Kyogre, I also happen to have Grass Terra on Incineroar. It also kind of helps a little bit with all the electric moves from Miraidon. But Ogerpon is the only Pokemon that has Follow Me redirection support, and Spiky Shield is also kind of useful because it's Protect with a little bit of damage if they want to go for some contact moves. Unfortunately, though, Urshifu does make a return, so Spiky Shield doesn't really help there. But I do have a little bit of bulk on Ogerpon with almost max HP and some pretty decent speed. It's 188 speed, 108 attack. Jolly nature. So hopefully I can outspeed a whole bunch and be able to deal some decent damage. Hornleech is also kind of useful against Kyogre because I don't think I'd actually knock it out with only 108 attack, not even adamant, but I think I can get it below half at the very least. So hopefully Water Spout doesn't deal as much damage. Incineroar Intimidate is just a Pokemon that's useful. Incineroar does Incineroar things. Assault Vest, because everything is now open to restricted Pokemon, so the 165 base attack is going to be an absolute pain to deal with. Will-O-Wisp to hopefully burn some non-Terra-Fire Calyrex-Is and knock off to get rid of all the other items that all these Pokemon are going to have, because that's also an annoying thing with Pokemon is items are just a wild card sometimes. And then parting shot for pivoting and fake out support, because that can hopefully get me a little bit of momentum in the games. And of course, my restricted is going to be Calyrex, which is just max HP, max attack, brave nature. But it's also 31 speed EVs, because I forgot how the game works with Calyrex and fusing. So I boosted a Shadow Rider Calyrex, and then I split them and then fuse them back to get. Anyway, I mess with the EVs, so it's gonna be oddly fast in certain situations, but still slow. It's kind of hard to use. I'm actually recording this before any fight, so I don't expect to be able to handle Calyrex very well, but Calyrex is holding Citrus Berry instead of Clear Amulet, so it's also kind of weak to Intimidate spam from opposing Incineroars or other Intimidate spammers, because there's going to probably be a lot of those. I happen to have Protect on this Pokemon, so hopefully everybody tries to go for Calyrex, because it's kind of bulky. So hopefully everybody tries to double up into that. I go for Protect, I can try to get some momentum somehow, some way, maybe set up an Icy Wind or something. I also happen to have Seed Bomb because it's decent coverage, because I think a lot of Pokemon, because Calyrex is one of the more overused Pokemon, I guess, in VGC, whether you're Shadow Rider or Ice Rider, and a way to get around Glacial Lance is Terra Water. So I have Seed Bomb. That's my only reason for having that. I don't have any other reason. And Throat Chop because I don't like opposing Psy Spam. That's pretty much it. But this is my team. Mostly it's there. Florges is the main star of the show. Calyrex is just because it's a restricted. It's the only thing I actually put any time or effort. And by that, I just bought some vitamins and put them on a Pokemon and didn't EV or IV train it properly. But that's the team. If you want to check out the Pokepage, I actually did a Pokepage for this. It'll be down in the description. And of course, the ID is on screen. I'll have that down in the description as well. And without any further ado, let's get on to me losing some battles. And see, there we go, starting off 0-0-0. I'm bottom of the tier, Pokeball tier, unfortunately. Battle against another rank 4. And it's Rayquaza. Fantastic. And they also have an Urshifu. I actually have some decent amounts of Protect on this team, but it's not going to be all that useful because there is an Urshifu. Interesting. So there's also priority with extreme speed, so speed control isn't super useful, but I think Delibird knockoff is going to be kind of useful here. There's a lot of Pokemon weak to ice. Well, 2 Pokemon weak to ice. Not sure what Urshifu that is either. Well, I can't go wrong with a decent start, I think. And I feel like this might also be useful here for pivoting and for fake out support. Also, Intimidate can be nice. And I might as well bring my restricted as well. But is it useful? I'm debating between these two. You know what? Let's see if Calyrex is even worth the mess up on the IVs and EVs that I did for it. Max HP, max attack, brave nature, but it's also 31 IV speed because I accidentally hyper trained the wrong Pokemon. Incineroar and Urshifu. Okay. Intimidate. That's fine, doesn't matter. Speed heightened, got the choice specs. I'm ready to just probably delete everything. Might even helping hand. I'm also expecting a Focus Sash on Urshifu. This might even get rid of Incineroar. I doubt it, but it is a possibility. If you're not AV, it probably does. I'm the fastest thing on the field, so if they Terra'd, I'm first anyway. They don't Terra. Do they protect? Or fake out? They could have faked out my other one, but they chose not to. How much damage does this do? Yeah, that'll do. No sash, interesting. Okay, there's Rayquaza. I'm expecting a Terra from you. Extreme speed might also be kind of annoying. I don't think I survive extreme speed, especially if you're choice banded, because that's also a high possibility. Huh. Although, you cannot knock out both Pokemon at once. Do I want to swap or stay in? The thing is, I got a little bit of bulk on Flutter Mane, but not a whole lot. I don't think I survive. But I think it's worth, at the very least, I don't mind sacking Flutter Mane at this point for a free switch. Okay, yeah, also Terra Normal. Something is dying here. But I'm also dealing some chip damage regardless. Oh, my Flutter. I don't die. What? Okay, well, Flutter's too OP for this game. What? I'm just as confused as they probably are. Wait, no, I'm not. They have airlock. They try to use Aurora Veil with airlock. Oh, wow. I didn't know that that also negated Aurora Veil. Wow. That's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. GG, I guess. That's an unnecessary crit. That's just rude, game. You didn't have to do that. They deserved better. GG to my opponent, though. Battle against Tim. I can foresee some weakness policy shenanigans. Also, King Gambit, I don't exactly do the greatest against. They also have Alchemy, so there's also probably going to be some Decorate spam. Let's see. I think my good old lead here is going to be decent. I can potentially get rid of the terrain. I think, doesn't Floral Healing do more healing on grassy terrain? So I can get rid of that if necessary. You probably would have a... It's either Clear Amulet or Weakness Policy. Like, there's no other option. The way this guy has got his team set up on that Calyrex, there's either Clear Amulet or there's a Weakness Policy. I'm not sure if I should bring Misha or not. I think I might want to bring Misha. Oh, no, King Gambit. Ugh. This is painful. You know what? Yeah, let's bring you because I do have Will-O-Wisp. I think that's going to be really useful. Regardless. Either I'm going to force them to Terra Fire for whatever reason, which I don't think anybody's going to be expecting Will-O-Wisp from Incineroar, to be fair. But the only way around that is Terra Fire. Or just dodging, because it's got bad accuracy. Oh, he's also got some Terra Crystals in his profile picture. Dude is shiny. Oh, interesting. So while this lead is a decent lead for me, there is a downside to it. If they happen to lead Miraidon in any way, shape, or form, I am screwed. Because I only get a speed boost from photosynthesis, but I don't proc my booster energy, so I don't get it past my choice specs. But I still have a water main on the field, so it's not like it's a downside, really. I think I will just helping hand here. Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam, probably. Not entirely sure what they're going to do here. I did not expect Comfey to lead with Ursaluna. I thought a Draining Kiss, Terra something, Calyrex something. They are gonna Terra. Terra Steel probably on something. Okay. The Steel deals a lot of damage though. That's fine. You gonna Terra Blast? That's a significant chunk. Trick Room. I should have seen that coming, to be fair. I think I'm gonna chip Ursaluna and swap into Incineroar here. I'm AV, so I can take a... I think I can take Blood Moon from Blood Moon. I think. I haven't actually calced that, to be fair. Oh, maybe not. Especially if it's gonna be a crit. I don't even get to know the damage count for that. Thanks, game. Brother. Okay. Well, I'm still... Oh, and your life orb. Okay, I probably just didn't survive then. Still a small chip, but you did go for a Trick Room. Thank you for that. And you can't go for that again. No berries get to be used, but I don't know if there's even any berries on the field. Just in case they damage Calyrex for some reason. See, the game... I know this game well enough to know that I should be going for the obnoxious little ring next to the bear, but I want to see if I can try to get rid of both, maybe. Yeah, okay. But I'm still going for Glacial Lance, so... That's fine. You chip, I Glacial Lance, that probably takes care of your bear. Doesn't. Interesting. But I do Pollen Puff. So I get my health back. I think here I'm gonna Helping Hand, Glacial Lance. They can protect, they can swap, they can do whatever. I'm just making sure that everything on the field is gone. Round of applause for everybody. Does that delete me? It does. Okay, goodbye then. I was considering protecting and going for another chip, but yeah. Bear's gone at least. I also still have my Terra Fairy in the back. How many turns of Trick Room? I think there's one left. Sadly. There's your Calyrex. It is one turn? It is one turn. Hmm. I don't have Protect is the problem on anything, and they outspeed, so I'm probably just dead here. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead regardless. They could Protect, they don't need to. Not sure what the point of that was, but okay. Just to get some damage, I guess. Yeah, this kills me. Florges survived. That's kind of impressive. I am bold max defense and max HP, but that's still really impressive. Interesting chip damage. Well, dimensions return to normal, so I do outspeed Corona Spot, but not like that's gonna do me any good. I'll give them the victory though. And they just get that right back. That's fine. GG to them anyway. They're just gonna drag this out for no reason. All right. I am 2 HP. You can just breathe on me and I fall over. Again, they can just breathe on me and I fall over. Now, if I survived that, that would have been impressive. GG, Shiny Man. And it's Miraidon. Gonna go up against Ash himself. Retired from the show just to play some VGC, I see. The thing is, Freeze Try goes stupid hard against Walking Wake there. Actually, against a lot of this team. I might actually want to bring these two potentially, or these two potentially. Hard to decide. Thing is, it's kind of hard to justify bringing Ogerpon because Ogerpon is most useful after it Terras, but Rillaboom is just common. So I get nervous bringing that Pokemon. The thing is, if I gotta be careful how I bring Fluttermane in if I want to use my strat here. I'm also running out of time. You know, I think I'll lead these two and bring the strat in the back. I feel like I'm gonna lose this, but we'll see. But yeah, if I proc Booster Energy and Florges is not on the field, then that's unfortunate. I don't get to pass the item. I'm stuck with choice specs. Unless I want to pass it on to Calyrex for some reason. Choice lock myself into Protect. Sounds like a perfectly grand, wonderful strategy. Not quite the lead I was hoping to see. So I am focus sashed on bundle. They're probably just gonna Volt Switch is the thing. They could also just fake out. But if they fake out, I could Terra Ghost. You know what? I think I want to protect, double protect here. Well, maybe not. You know what? Let's just Icy Wind and protect. Try to get some speed control. They are gonna Terra. Interesting. I do outspeed them, but like, yeah. I was expecting a Terra from them. There's not really too much I don't think I can do other than try to drop their speed a bit. I'm still not gonna outspeed them with Calyrex. Crits Miraidon though. Electro Drift into protect. That's good then. Flare Blitz. Okay, so they did try to double Calyrex. Good to know. I still outspeed you, by the way. This doesn't miss. Just in case you do survive. I think this might be burning Terra early on my part here. But I mean, this isn't going to be knocking out Incineroar, and they could just be Flare Blitzing again. I don't want to take too much damage I don't need to be taking. And Flare Blitz also has a chance to burn, and I don't want that. Another crit. This is a lot of damage, unfortunately. Oh, wow, that does a lot of damage. Choice Specs, then... No, Life Orb. Okay, that explains it. I get the berry. Do I survive Flare Blitz, though? And that is the question. I am max HP, but there's no other... Actually, no, wait, that's a lie. There's 4 EVs into my physical defense, so maybe I can live this. Oh, I do. Nice. Okay. Not that I can use it, because something else is probably just going to outspeed me anyway. But I do have an opportunity to protect, and I believe my sash is still intact on Bundle. Walking Wake. You can't Terra. Let's just do this. They could double into Bundle, but that just means I get a free switch. That just kills you. Okay, goodbye. Throw a chop. Does nothing. Do people forget how much of a threat the penguin is? Okay. Useful. And Tornadoes. You do have priority Tailwinds, but I don't know how much use I can actually get out of that. I kind of just want to swap just for fun, honestly. Nothing I can do actually does any damage against Incineroar. I just realized there's a slight flaw to my setup here. Whatever, Glacial Lance. I'll sack Calyrex, it's fine. Okay. Incineroar can only attack one Pokemon at a time. And I outspeed. Not that that really matters much. Good damage, though. And goodbye, Calyrex. Most likely an unnecessary crit. My poor horsey. Oh, great. Now you can eat your berry again. That's unfortunate. Oh, I can go for a secondary strategy with Florges, I guess. If they happen to proc Focus Sash, then I pass my Choice Specs on. Tornado is just protected. Icy Wind, I believe, will get you down about half. You know what? Let's just freeze dry. Actually, I can protect here. Hold on. And Moonblast Incineroar. While I have choice specs, I might as well use it. Play a bit smart here. Incineroar cannot knock out my Florges. Oh wait, I'm just faster anyway. I forgot the speed drops. There were about 2 of them. So Tailwind just brought you back up to neutral. Goodbye, Cork Drive. I'm still faster. Actually, I can just helping hand here. Oh, right, I'm holding choice specs. No, I cannot. I said that was less confident. Leak Wind. Not even enough to proc the Sash. Sad. Wow. Oh, that's unfortunate. And you have berry? What? Oh, Agua. Okay. Oh, thought it had like Lum or something for a second. Goodbye, Tornadus. GG to my opponent. I defeated Ash. I'm now the new star of the anime. I'll take my contract now.